go over anything, but we got a topic.
We damn sure didn't.
We're in here watching
Porn?
No. Yeah, maybe. That's pretty funny.
People are watching us right now.
Oh, there.
Yo, we've been live for a minute? I don't believe that. Or does that say 30 seconds?
No, that says 1 minute and 30 seconds. I doubt we were live that long. But
yeah, what the fuck? Hey guys, welcome to the Opinionated podcast, and we are your host,
Dash,
and I'm Big Dre.
Kev's on vacation.
We had to fire him. No, Kev's on vacation today. He might check in, he might not. But we have a pretty interesting topic today. If you can read the headline.
Yes. The headline is it love or is it lust?
Is it love or is it lust? Now, what do we mean by that?
What do we mean by that? A lot of people get into relationships and, it's, you start off, because how everything relationship begins, is a lot. It's basically sexual or sex is involved. So people base that on their sex is good. We're always around each other. We're always touchy-feely. And they confuse that lust with love. And they start a relationship based on that thing. And eventually that fades. That lust.
Absolutely does.
Yeah, that random sex. Oh, man, we do it in the shower. We do it here. We do it there. Everywhere. You're like, bro, so how's your relationship going? Y'all in love? Well, yeah, man, I love her. I'm digging her.
Nah.
And then...
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, nah, listen, bro, I'm a victim of it. I can't even front and say I ain't. I'm a victim of being in lust and confusing it with love.
I think we all have.
Yeah.
Emotional also, I think. Love is emotional, mental. I think it's everything. And sex can be emotional.
Yeah.
Lust can be emotional and definitely sexual. There's a couple things. I think we really need time to break it down. Like, I would have to study some shit because it's a very interesting
topic.
Very interesting topic, and I think we all get it confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a 50-50 split. Sometimes people say, well, it's more women than men, but you can have a joint that's having bomb sex with her, and you feeling her body, and you love how her body likes, you love the sex you having, you love how she looks in certain outfits, and you're like, damn, I'm in love. When really, you don't even know anything about it. You don't know her favorite color, her music that she like, you know what I mean? And that's what breaks it down at the eventually. You're like, man, as your relationship grows, you start to have sex less, and now you're at the point where you're starting to have to enjoy the person or being around the person.
Correct. I agree.
That's when shit changes.
I think, and I'm not going to put this eloquently like I want to, but I'm going to try to explain what's in my head. I think lust is more about how the person makes you feel.
Yeah.
Like, it's more on the selfish side. It's about how the person makes you feel. Like, I've been in lust before. I've been in lust on my way to love. You know what I'm saying? Because it can get there. Mm-hmm. I've been completely in lust where it's like, dog, it's the way, excuse my French, it's the way that this woman, fucks me, or, you know what I'm saying, the things that she does, like the things that she does, you know what I mean, in the bedroom that drives me crazy, the shit that, you know what I mean, the phone sex and all that stuff. Yeah. Like, you're more excited about the way she makes you feel. But when you are, at least some of the time, when you're in love, it's like you want her to feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's more about pleasing her than anything.
You love her. You love her just being in the room with you. You love being around this person. You love seeing this person. Like, even though sometimes they can get on your nerves, you like, man, as much as this person gets on my damn nerves, I can't see myself with anybody else because I need her. I need her somewhat to function. Or I need him to, or in some people, the women's case.
Float your boat.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat too. But I need him to function. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
And what happens is a lot of times people when they confuse the love with the lust. Now, say y'all been together the 7th month. That's when stuff starts. About 7th or 8th month of y'all making it official, like a relationship. that's when shit starts to dial back a little bit. You know, you're like, all right, listen, I've been neglecting my friends that that I see on the regular. I've been neglecting. Hey, maybe I was going to the gym every day or whatever, or just whatever free time you have. You neglected some of that. And you want to spend some time out with that, and then you start to sit back and you're like, yeah, you get around this person. Yeah, she's not in the mood to have sex, and you're like, well, all right, what am I kind of doing here? Like, it happens.
Yes. Look, I've been in love. I've been in love and been on some shit like that. Like, all right, what am I doing here? Because I got more important shit to do. I love you, but if we ain't fucking, I gotta go.
Yeah, but
I've been in love. I've been in love.
You ain't never been in love with your person.
I've done that with my wife. Like, all right, we're not fucking.
But,
all right, well, I gotta go to the gym. Like, what are you talking about?
But not so much as that. You're just saying like, damn, like you in the room with this person, like y'all don't have nothing, like y'all can't even spark a conversation.
Yeah, that's bad. That's when I'm not even gonna call that lust. I'm gonna just say that you're using that person.
No, that's lust because you thought everything was cool. It is really like it wasn't that much dialogue. It was, hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on? What you been up to? How's your day been going? You may ask them quick couple of them quick 10
warmed.
Yeah, them quick 10 questions, and y'all get the I miss you, shit you what I miss you. You start next thing you know you in the bedroom, you smashing, you in Pound Town.
Taking her to Pound Town.
Taking her to Pound Town.
Right.
Now when that shit stops, you get out of them 10 questions, them 10 comfortable questions is like now you're in this awkward fucking silence, like, okay. So you're like, hey, so what you think about
how's your mom doing?
I never met her yet.
I don't care about your mom.
Yeah.
I don't care about your mom at all.
Oh, my mom's been dead for like 3 years.
Wow. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. What?
It's interesting.
Your mom's been dead? Yeah. Didn't I tell you that?
I wasn't listeling.
Was that on the
You pulled your vagina out. I was just, that's what I was concentrating on.
I don't think that was on the application anywhere. Let me check my boyfriend application. Right. Fucking right there, right in front of my fucking face. Your mom's dead.
How's your father? How's your father?
How's your father doing? Bro, it's just,
Hey, Lisa says, honestly, I didn't know the difference until recently. My previous relationship was lust-based, but because I didn't know the difference, it lasted way too long. Yes, but that's the thing. You can confuse the two. When you're young, you're going to confuse the two because guess what? If it's lust and it's benefiting both of you, meaning like that person makes you feel good, you make that person feel good, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Like it falls right into place. You can confuse that for love until shit gets deep, and then it's like, oh shit,
I fucked up.
This ain't the person that like. Yo, I don't even think I like you as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once you get to a certain point, like, yo, your sex is good, but I don't even think I'll fucking like you.
Bro, I've been there. Like I said, I'm a nigga that been there. I sat in the motherfucking room like, what the like you just snapped like, what the fuck am I doing here again?
I don't like this bitch.
Fuck. Like, her ass is fat. She got nice titties. She's kind of cute.
She's kind of cute.
This motherfucker's dumb as shit.
This motherfucker's an idiot.
Yeah. This motherfucker retarded.
You ever ask a motherfucker that like, I never noticed how stupid you was. Like, you ever say that shit to somebody?
Dog, I don't think I ever had the balls to say that to somebody. I'm like, I'll be talking to a motherfucker, might say it in my head. I'm like, yeah, man. Fuck, damn, I'm getting tired. This fucking weather's changing and I'm getting sick, maybe because I'm out there working hard, sweating. I take my jacket off. And, your pores just open up so the cold. Nah, that ain't.
Pores open up.
Yeah, your pores open and gets in your skin. She'd be like, nah, that's not it. The fall season has a tendency to like sicken black people. Is the known fact from Africa that we didn't belong over here in the first place. Like, bitch, what?
What?
I'm from fucking Africa. I'm from Jersey. Like,
never know.
I'm born to this weather my whole fucking life. What the fuck are you talking about? No, the astral spirit doesn't align with the hemisphere.
But that's and here's another thing. I think first of all, let's keep it real. This shit is way too complicated to really, really break down because then you also got to know that, like, say if you're young and you're in lust, you can grow to love somebody, but sometimes you grow and then you grow apart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like the shit that you might have been feeling at first with that person, you might just be like, yo, I ain't fucking like
this motherfucker gotta go.
Dog, I remember I was I was really into astrology, like back in the day, like when I was a kid, right? Or when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of when I was in lust. I was a teenager, I was really into astrology with the girls. I said, yo, man, my shit, yo, Gemini, I'm a Gemini. Yo, Geminis go great with Aries, man. They go great with Aries. Um, Speaking of Aries,
your wife's an Aries,
and my wife's an Aries, and my other good friend is an Aries too. So that's true. Maybe that's true.
It's true, but go ahead.
It was this girl that I really liked back in the day, and she was an Aries, and we went to school. I really really liked her, and I was like, yo man, it's strong. As I got older, and like, at that time I started messing with a Gemini too, like, and we were in lust. As kids, you're always in lust. And I remember like, oh, she a Gemini, yo, she just like me. Turns out none of that shit mattered. And then when I got to a certain age, I ain't give a good goddamn about no, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people still operate, people still operate off that. So it's like you could be all into it and say, oh man, this is what our shit say. Yo, we just like that. Then you get to a point, it's like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. She's talking to you about that. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bitch.
Can you cook?
How's your mother doing? Sorry, I don't mean to use salty language, but you know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro, listen, it's a weird fucking thing. And when you, like I said, when you first start off, you just so much enamored with the person, you really not taking the time to get to know this motherfucker. And then when it starts to slow down,
hi Sandy,
that's when you start to see, am I really fucking, do I really see myself having a future with this person?
Yes.
You're like,
you can love some. You can. We getting into it now.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can love somebody and still come to that point.
Yeah.
You can actually love them and get to the point where you're like, yo, do I see us becoming more than what we are? Like, yeah, it's cool, but what about when we live together? Because that's the real test.
Yes, when you live with a person, dog, that right there tests your fucking metal. Like, that tests your metal. Like, you, because especially you living by your way, you expect your house to be a certain way, how you want it to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You do things a certain way. You wake up, you're accustomed to being by yourself. Nothing worse than going in the bathroom as a man and his fucking hair all in the sink.
Oh, I thought you was about to say something else, but yes.
Like, what
hair all in the fucking sink.
Hair every fucking way. Like, yo. Or when I used to have hair, I had a brush from there. I'm bald now. I used to have a brush. I did not like female long ass hair in my brush because I brushed my shit. That shit be in my hair. So you would go in the bathroom. Like, this motherfucker used my brush. Her fucking brush is right.
6 brushes. All different types. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and her shit be right next to your fucking brush. Like, motherfucker, I know. Yo, you come out the back, yo, why you use my brush for? Oh, you know, I couldn't find mine, so I get brushes right next to mine. I was in a rush.
You got the hard brush.
Yes.
Nigga, what?
What the fuck does that mean?
You got the hardest brush of all with that fucking... You know what brush I'm talking about, too.
That one that fans out at the bottom, the black joke.
That shit, you got the hardest brush of all, and you need my shit. It says wave brush on there. You don't need my shit.
You don't need my shit like dog. Now, it's such a... In their favorite line. Is it really a big deal?
Yes.
Yes, motherfucker, it's a big deal.
Yes.
If I fucking took all your tampons and cleaned up the fucking floor with them, would it be a big deal if I cleaned up some major spills with them shit?
Yo, you should do that experiment.
I'm not doing that.
Do that experiment and see what your girl say.
She's gonna flip the fuck. She's gonna flip the fuck out, dog. She's gonna go ape shit. I just know. It just, you know what I'm saying? But that's when you start to say, all right, you know, because them dumb ass arguments, you have them stupid ass arguments when you living with a person like, yo, all right, come on, man, you for real, like, why you leave the fucking milk out? Or, yo, you left the light on like all night long, like the bills, like, you know, we got bills, like, oh, no, come on, we're good. No, we not fucking good. Turn that shit the fuck off. Like, I'm the type of dude, I like to sleep in my house. I like my house to be dark, pitch black. This motherfucker gotta have lights on. I've been with people gotta have lights on all fucking night. I can't
I don't
sleep.
like that.
You know what I'm saying? I can't sleep.
Yeah, that lust goes away.
Yeah, you really like.
I can't stand this.
Motherfucker.
I can't stand this motherfucker.
Because listen, you can tell when it's really lust and not love. You at your homie crib or your girlfriend crib telling them a lot of shit, and they looking at you like, so why are you
still there?
Man, listen, this nigga did this hand twist motion.
And that shit got me hooked.
Bro, I don't know where I can find that at again.
Lust does not last.
Nah.
Like, even if, like, or Lisa said earlier, she said it lasted way too long, but it doesn't last. That's the one thing I can say. Like, if you're in lust, it will fizzle. It will fizzle, especially if you go to the next level. If you go, like, living together, like you said, it will fizzle because it's shit that you just don't, like, you get to the next level of life and you don't want to put up with certain shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So how long can love last without
forever,
but without the lust?
You got to ask people's grandparents because that's a true thing that happens.
Most of them,
when you get too old. When you get old,
I think that's most of them is just medical problems. But I know my shit's still working. I'm gonna go see that old wrinkly ass clam.
Okay.
Listen, bust that thing open, take your pamper off.
Take your pamper off.
Let's get it in.
Bro, it's certain shit that you just, I'm guessing that you're just not.
Nah.
Like, my grandfather and my grandmom, like, they wasn't, look, I don't know. I don't really want to think about it, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't like, yo, hold on, yo, I'll be back down to, barbecue or cook y'all breakfast or something like that. I gotta go crack your grandmother in half.
Yeah.
I don't think that was happening.
Listen.
So I think that you want different things. You want to take trips. You want to kind of do your thing, and they're more of your companion at the time. That don't mean that you ain't got lust for them at times, but it's not a through line through your relationship when you get older. In my opinion,
I don't know. I think everybody. Men stop eating pussy at like 65. At 65, you stop looking. I don't know if you want to look at that motherfucker at 65. You gotta look at that pussy like that.
Do the smell change? That's what I want to know. Because if the smell changes to something that's not great, then of course you're like. But I think if you take care of yourself,
you ever smell an old person piss like they go piss in the bathroom? They got like a hard piss. They got like keep wolves stay away. Old man piss on a tree. He tear the bark off a tree.
I've never smelled old man pee.
An old man could be in the wilderness and piss a circle around his camp, and the wolves will stay away.
As long as none of the wolves wearing a MAGA hat, I think we're okay. I think, but I don't. I think that me personally, and we're getting on but off topic. I don't think I'll ever stop eating vagina.
But I'm saying it's kind of on topic because I'm like, you're right. You've been with somebody so long, and the lust start leaving the building. It's like y'all gotta be good. You can't have no arguments. It really can't be an argument every fucking other day.
Well, it can't be that. It can't be an argument every day. But you're going to argue. I don't care who you are. You're going to argue.
Yeah, that's a part of the relationship. But if you arguing too much and you ain't having sex, now you're already frustrated that you ain't getting no buns or whatever. Now you add on top of that, I got to put up with this bullshit. But at 65, 70, you like, man, I ain't really got motherfucking options out this bitch. Like, let them go creep to the old folks' home. Run through there.
Hey, and those be the niggas that be pulling up on Broad Street. It's usually older dudes. It's older guys pulling up on Broad Street because, I'll never do it.
I seen an old head the other day, had a trick in the car with him. He like 75. You look in the passenger seat, you see his little dried up ass. You can tell she's a dolphin. Yeah, she's a dolphin. All dried the fuck up in the eyes beady.
All the nigga want is he wants to be. Listen, I'll never do any of this. I've never paid for sex, and I will never because that's just not my thing.
Yeah, eventually.
But what I'm saying is that old dude, he just wants sex. He wants sex without the other dumb shit. He don't want to bargain with you for sex. He don't want to hear, well, you gonna clean the garage out after this. He don't want to hear none of that shit. He just wants sex and you to pretend like you like it. That's it. That's all he wants. That's why he's willing to pay for it. He's not just a creepy old man. He's just looking for something that ain't in his marriage at that point.
Exactly.
And then his wife's not willing to budge on.
And he ain't getting bitched at because his time limit expired before she wanted something. Or she nutted. Like,
right.
Damn it, Jim, 4 months.
Jim, hey, don't blame Jim.
Bitch, listen, it's been 4 years. How long do you think it's gonna last? Got behind that thing and got wet. You ain't been wet in 10 years.
Mm-hmm. That nigga get in there. He get in that old crackhead. He get in there and get out. He ain't gotta worry about how she feel at all.
Hell nah. She just sitting in the passenger seat. Get her 20, get high.
Hey, when sex dolls become more advanced, it's over for y'all motherfuckers. I'm gonna let you know that shit right now.
Right, it's gonna be over for us men. Well, they got dildos. You motherfuckers got everything.
No, we'll be all right. We'll be fine.
Yeah, they been had, like, women been had shit. They got shit that rotate, plug
exactly.
Up, shit. They shit plugs into the wall now. Listen, they don't need batteries anymore.
I went to an exhibit with my wife the other day, right? I forget what it's called, like Wonder Spaces in Philly. It's cool. It's only like 12 exhibits there. But they do these things with VR goggles, right? Mm-hmm. And like it's sound and all that shit. When I tell you that, the first thing it was something crazy. I'll talk about it on another time. The shit that we was doing.
This nigga went to a porno.
No, well, this was actually all right. So I'm gonna get off topic and then I'm gonna get back on topic. Okay. All right. So one of the exhibits was like detailing a whole like alien abduction and shit. So that was cool. The other exhibit that kind of touched me a little bit, where it was called Transitions, and I forgot what it was called when we walked in and they gave us the joint, and it was basically you getting on the boat. It was like animated. You getting on the boat, people watching you leave but not waving, and there's a dog that jumped in the fucking boat with you, but the dog ain't do shit but just like sit there, and then you just go on this boat and you see all this shit, and then the dog, like, it was very relaxing, but I forgot it was called Transitions. Then the dog jumps off the boat, and then you, after like 5 minutes, then you get up, and then you start floating up and shit, like, in the VR goggles. And I was like, oh, that's just called Transition. I forgot, like, that's supposed to be you dying, and, like, what happens when you die? I'm like, oh, shit. Like, it touched me a little bit. I was like, wow, that was, like, it was relaxing, but it was beautiful at the same time. It was like, wow, that was a crazy way to look at it. The reason why I said that you bitches is in trouble is because I also thought of the implications of that type of technology with porn.
They already have it though.
But it was immersive though.
They have the technology now where you put the VR goggles on and they have one of them sex things.
It's over. It's over.
You stick your dick in and you can. You feel the pressure. You can change the suction, the control, how fast you want.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. When they get that shit right and get it affordable, you women are in trouble. If you don't want to get, I don't feel like it. That's cool. I'm gonna go get. What are you supposed to call your sex doll?
Amy or
I'm gonna go get Angel.
Angel 2000.
Right. I'm gonna go get Angel 2000, and she gonna give me exactly what I want.
Yo,
exactly. I'm in lust with her.
You're in lust with her. But that's the thing. Like, I'm guessing that's the trend. That's what's gonna happen, man. Like I said, you get older and
give it 20 years. That's over.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just wondering because you know what I'm saying I'm still young and shit. So.
I'm taking her on vacation with me too.
You gonna take her on vacation?
Yep. Yep. Angel 2.0 is coming.
And see, if you can cheat on Angel 2.0, you can have her sit in the room and bang some and fuck somebody else. And
hey, what is she coming with me though?
What's she in the corner for? I don't pay that no attention.
Don't even worry about it.
Stick to the script, or she's gonna get in the bed. You're getting the fuck out.
She'll do exactly what I say. She has 20 settings. She has 20 settings.
I can change up the firmness, the grip, how loose I want this thing, how slip, you know.
Go through the back door and it don't stink.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
Kidding.
Nah.
Just kidding.
Nah, Dre likes backdoor entry. Listen, but yo,
all right, weirdo.
I ain't weird, but I'm saying like,
all
right. So we just speaking about the what's the name? Now, another thing you touched on earlier is that you saying that lust can change into love. Now, how does that work? I'm gonna let you explain it.
Lust can change into love. I think that you can enjoy. I think that, so what I said earlier about being with somebody and enjoying the way that they make you feel, being completely in it for the way they make you feel, which we've all been there. Just loving the way they make you feel. You can get to the point where if that person just keeps showing up like that, the sex is great, and then you get to know their personality, and it turns out that you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you can get to the point where it's like, okay, we're going out. I'm actually enjoying my time out with this person. Maybe you started off just fucking. We've all been there where we're just fucking.
Yeah.
Where y'all just come to your house and you come to my house and that's what we do. You go on a date. This person has pretty interesting conversation, which makes you want to get to know them. You care if their mom died 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You want to know them outside of the bedroom. You enjoy your time together, which starts you on that road to falling in love with somebody.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then you got in the back of your head like, damn, the sex is bomb and she's a bomb person.
Right. People can. I've had people who thought they can move from one to the other. It doesn't work like that completely. You know what I'm saying? But it can happen, but you can't force it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think because I know guys that force this shit, but I know I know a guy. He knows who he is. Like, I talk to this motherfucker every day about that shit. You be forcing shit.
Can't force it.
Stop forcing it. Just let that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? You know who you are.
Look, what Lisa say?
You know who you are. What she say?
The sex robots from Japan are crazy though. For real. You seen these things? They have personality settings but that's what I'm saying. All right.
I need that shit to talk to me though.
I'm gonna get back to
I had to get fucking weird for me.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna get back to that because I just think that's an interesting topic. When it comes to these sex robots, right now, I'm not even talking about right now. Just like your phones. It's like your phones do crazy shit. Yo, in 15, 20 years, when they integrate regular technology into it and like they like improve it more and more, that's when it's going to become, you think it's not going to become regular.
Oh, it's going to become regular.
Once one person does it and endorses it, and it's like okay, it's kind of normal, and they make it like they give you a slogan, she'll do what your wife won't do. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's over. Once they make it normal, it's over.
I mean, females going to do the same thing.
She'll do what your wife won't do.
They got adjustable size. They can come in there.
He'll do what your husband won't do.
And you can put whatever size you want. You want medium, small, large.
Two for the price of one. Changes the game. Two for the price of one.
Oh,
you know what that means?
What?
Threesome. That's what that means.
Nigga, that'll be the weirdest threesome ever.
Dog.
That'd be the weirdest shit ever. Like, how do I make her pussy?
We gonna do something. But you still got your goggles on. And here's the thing. Right now the goggles are like this and they go around your whole head. Wait till they make them goggles like glasses. Wait till they make them shits that they just go like this and they go into your ear. Wait till they do some shit where it plugs in some type of neural net and it goes into your brain. Nigga, it's over.
Listen, you got to wear a pamper because you're going to blow. You better hope
you blow your load as soon as you walk in that motherfucker. Whoa.
Damn it, I just bought these goddamn jeans.
You got to think about it. Once they enlist your favorite porn actresses, it's over.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to have that experience.
Because you imagine, you know how they got on, I know we're going way off subject. We're going to bring it back. But
Never.
You imagine, you know how you be scrolling through Facebook and you see them pictures of them. I'm bad. I'm like, damn, she bad as shit. Now she can be in the VR world with you?
Yep.
Oh, man.
All these companies, let's not give these niggas ideas because all these companies are going to enlist those Instagram models.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, come here and do this. You ain't got to actually fuck nobody, but we'll give you.
You imagine somebody had the keys to your crib, they walk in, they just see you back there like, you just sitting there like this with your eyes closed. Oh, man, what the fuck?
You laugh, that's going to happen. That's going to happen.
Next thing I think, hear you moaning, your pants all pissed up.
It's going to happen. And I say that because we're going to be living in a world that's more like technologically advanced anyway.
Yeah. It's
only what do you call it? It's only right that they'll do it with sex as well.
But that's all lust.
It's all lust.
Because it's bad. It's bad.
Back.
It's bad. It's bad now because social media is really man, it's really killing the love vibe. Like, it's really like every other thing is a side chick, side this, all that type of shit. What you say?
They said they're actually integrating AI, which I think is a total mistake. And they can get mad at you and everything.
Nah, don't get mad at me.
I'll
That's
go
the
see,
whole
and that's how
purpose.
you go get you a woman. You're like, all right, I'm cool.
I'm out to give me a regular chick.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get away from that. I'm trying to get away. I'm literally trying to get the fuck away from that. I'm just trying to say, listen, hey, guess what? My pants is down. and the AI does what it's supposed to do.
She walks out the fucking bathroom or the closet like this.
We put a sensor in your zipper.
Oh fuck no! I think it's going to be more mild than what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I still think that it's going to be some type of. It's you know what? If I imagine, we're just going to dive into the shit.
We went off the rails as usual.
Okay, it's two of us.
You're a podcast. We do this.
What I imagine the future of sex is a sex, masturbation is a gigantic sex egg that you can have privacy in. It's in your house, but you can have privacy in it, right? And your sex doll lives in this sex egg. This sex egg is about the size of this couch.
See?
It's got a hood over it and all that shit, and you can close the door to it. That's where your sex doll lives. And basically, the whole sex egg turns into the room that you're going to be in. So you can choose the room, right? You could choose the situation, and then your sex doll comes out and performs your sexual activity.
Motherfuckers walk in your house and see that they're like, oh,
he in there masturbating. Leave him alone.
He that type of nigga.
Leave him alone.
Don't touch nothing in the fucking house.
No, don't touch nothing in the sex egg.
I wouldn't even go nowhere near another nigga sex egg. Oh, you gotta try this shit out. No, I don't.
You gotta try it out. No, nigga, get your own. Get your own sex egg, please.
Cool, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell goes in your head? I'm just saying. That's what I think is going to be the future.
Like we're not
sex eggs.
We're not wild right, dog. We're not. That room would. You know how much you would have to really like COVID clean that motherfucking room after.
Not me.
Oh,
that's
man.
what I got the sex doll for. She cleans too. She cleans without me asking her.
But then you got a sex doll. She have like a pack on her back. You want the fucking drain to come out.
Oh, never thought about that. Oh, God.
You gonna dump that shit? You gonna dump that shit in the toilet? Like, oh, shit.
In the toilet.
Wearing gloves and shit. Oh,
they got it. Well, that's, you know what? That's what comes with technology. You improve it.
Nah, nigga, you got
sperm vacuum.
You gotta get rid of that shit.
Sperm vacuum.
You gotta get rid of it. It's gonna go inside of her. You gonna leave that inside of her.
She gonna drain.
Yeah, you gotta drain her, and you gotta clean her. You gotta flush her every once in a while. You gotta put her in the toilet and just flush her. Put a hose.
Oh God!
Here's the hose down her mouth and flush her.
Here's the thing. That's why I'll never get one. I'm talking shit, but I'll never get one because you gotta clean that motherfucker. It's like I'm not cleaning that shit. I'm not cleaning that shit.
Can you imagine a motherfucker come up and like say something, yo, and you spill that shit? And
God. You made me spill Angel 2.0, nigga. I ain't helping you clean that shit up.
Oh man, what that shit just be a floor, just be mad sticky. You know, you walk through like juice when you spill juice on the ground before you.
Ew.
I thought you spilled some juice in here. Yeah.
yeah, that's what it is.
It's juice.
Love juice.
It's Kool-Aid.
Yes, a sex egg.
Yeah.
A sex, because it's shaped like an egg, but it's a big enclosure where you can perform your sexual activities.
That's like I said, that's the only thing good about a real woman. You ain't gotta flush her. She flushes herself. You gotta go flush that shit.
That's why they go to the bathroom every time you get done.
Yeah, you gotta clean that motherfucker.
You gotta clean it.
And you gotta like
immediately.
Like they would give you like you would stick fabuloso now you spit. Shit. Smells like pussy smells like fabuloso.
Oh my gosh.
Look at a rash.
Lust. Lust versus love.
Exactly.
And sex eggs.
Let's bring it on. Let's bring it back here though. But nah, what I was saying earlier, man, do you think like the invention of social media, because before you remember before you had to, even not too long ago, you had to talk to somebody, get their number.
Right.
And you had to have a conversation with them. And you have combos over the phone. Now people asking for social media accounts, and motherfuckers is going on there faking this whole, you know how guys, they get a new girl, men are supposed to take care of the bills 100%. The women ain't supposed to do anything. You know, you got them fucking dickheads. Like, y'all niggas killed me with that goofy shit. Just be a real dude. Like, don't be on that fake shit. Now the girl gets in this relationship, the sex is good, everything's crazy, and she thinks she got this righteous man, but he's out there dogging the shit out of her.
I think that was the case before social media, but yes, social media made it worse.
Social media made it worse. You got guys out there now that put on this fake persona. Listen, we're as men, we're fucked up individuals. Don't all of us.
All right, thanks, Lisa.
You think about that shit. We all have our little flaws at the beginning. As you get older, that you release some, let that shit go. You have niggas that go in there all the time, talking like, "Oh, she's beautiful as she is," and you gotta love her for who she is, and you shouldn't be concerned about the sex. That's an extra, that's an add on to the relationship. But don't let him get some pussy. He's fucking your best friend.
I don't think it's wrong to try to be mature about shit. I think where social media comes in is trying to put your views on everybody else. That's where it's wrong. If you're on your righteous shit and you don't want to worry about sex and all that shit, then great. But going on social media and broadcasting it, trying to look great in front of people, you doing the shit that other people making fun of or whatever.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
Going on there to get the lust. You know what I mean?
Going on there to get lust.
Yeah, going there to get the lust to cut the love out. Like that's the thing, man.
Because people in relationships. That's all.
Yeah, women is easily. A lot of women is sometimes easily tricked by that shit. By the shit we do. You're not gonna get the comments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So you're not gonna be able
check periodically.
What was I saying? The women will get that fake love, and they think they're trying to be in love, where the man is just trying to get the lust aspect of it, and next thing you know, he ain't shit.
So what if you leave the lust out of it? What if you actively go into relationships or meeting people saying that I'm not going to try to go after lust because I think it's involuntary.
Bro, that you go out, people meet.
Stumped them.
No, this is facts. People meet, even, it's just a nature of all living beings. You go in to meet your mate to have sex. Because before, sex was just for reproducing, but you go in there looking for sex. I'm sorry, ain't no
fun if the homies can.
Ain't nobody going in no fucking relationship where they gotta be like, you know what, I don't want to have. It's guys out there. I don't want to have sex, so I get married and get married to the chick, and it's like the whole time in your mind. The whole time in your mind as a man, you after a while, all you thinking about is sex, and then you get this shit, and it's like, yo. I thought when I married her, like, I'm gonna get this bomb sex, everything's gonna be crazy and be able to do what I want. Like, now she's still withholding herself from me, and but I'm her husband now. Like, we can't do this, we can't do that. We can only have sex on Tuesday. We can't have sex with the lights on.
Yeah, we can get a divorce.
Yeah,
because it's all right. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit as well. To me, if you withhold when you are married. And I'm not talking about like crazy shit like ass sex and threesomes. I'm talking about just experimenting with your husband and doing certain shit. If you withhold, then that to me shows you're not willing to please your husband, and vice versa. Yeah. Say if you married and you like, wow, eat pussy, then that shows your inability to want to please your partner, and that is a very big problem in your relationship.
I tell everybody, oh man, you don't need sex in your relationship to be in love. I'm like, yo, that's some bullshit. You need all them things got to be equal. You got to have equal love, equal lust, also communication, equal in communication and trust. I used to say all the time, it's like a chair. There's a chair with 4 legs. You remove one of the legs, the chair becomes unstable.
Okay.
And
absolutely.
It becomes unstable. You can't sit in a 3-legged chair and not expect it to fall. Same thing with your relationship. One of them things is missing, your relationship will fall. You don't have that stability. You need all equal parts. You need them to balance out everything. Like this. Say right here, you're in love, but y'all not speaking and y'all not talking. You need the lust aspect, the sex to be like, we're still having sex, so we ain't talking, we're going to get around to that. Because that's sex and communication. I still have the trust that I know this person's coming home to me every night. Eventually you will get around to communicating back with this person again, talking to this person
I don't know
again.
about that, but okay.
You will want to talk to her eventually.
If you ain't talking, to me the
Not
rest of the
talking.
shit. To me, the rest of the shit don't.
I'm not
fall
saying
into
like
place.
talking for a long period of time. They say like they had a little falling out for like the week, 4 days y'all not talking.
Hey, y'all still fucking?
Yeah, you can still, man. Listen, I've been there. You still smashing like she still want the meat. I still want the box.
I've never experienced being in a tiff with anybody I've ever been with and still fucking. Unless it's over when we fuck. Meaning like once we fuck, the argument is over. Unless that happens.
Nah, I've been in a joint before where it's like, man, it's really all we doing is going to bed. She's still horny. I'm still, we still having sex here and there. Then eventually you come around, you start talking, and you figure out it wasn't really that big of a deal, and you just like, damn, it was a misunderstanding. Then everything balances itself out again. But if you're completely missing that shit, if you don't talk at all, and you're just having sex, and you're just here to be there, like you said, we're gone. You're disappearing after a while. That's facts.
If we're not communicating, for me, if we're not communicating, I'm not on it. I know that.
You're not on. So
meaning like if we're not communicating for, you said 4 days, and I get that, but it's like to me, if there's no communication, then the rest of it don't work really either. Now I've been in an argument, and then we wound up having sex, like even if it's a couple days, but once we have sex, we're talking. Like at that point, like it's like that's the bridge way to all right, you ain't mad no more, right? Like you know what I'm saying?
But they still can be mad. You can still.
You can.
Because I've been in there.
But we talking.
But I've been in that situation where you have sex and like she's still mad because you did.
But we talking.
You talking. But that's what I'm saying. You, like I said, it was like for me it was like a couple of days. We still having sex, but eventually the sex led to conversation. We still was mad at each other, but then we figured the fuck out and it started getting back to normal again. You start getting back into your groove again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have, like I said, lust is just important as love. They go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. If you hear any dude talk about he don't need lust, he just wants you. Please believe he's fucking a couple other people to keep it. You know what I mean? Because you gotta get a nut off as a dude. And when he gets your vagina, he's probably gonna dip on you. It's facts.
I think lust. I think lust is a good starter.
Yeah.
I think love encompasses, if it's, not to get too crazy with it, but if it's real love, it encompasses all of that. So there's sprinkle of lust, sprinkle of communicate. Like there's all of that in that one pot. I think lust is love encompasses that.
Yeah.
But you do need, to me, I start the relationship with lust. It's going to be that. I don't necessarily want it to be like that, but it's just the way it is.
Every relationship, you cracked, or you cracked before when you hit it, then y'all official.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You had.
Well, no, I gotta officially say you're my girl.
Yeah, you're officially my girl now. I had to get that.
If I fuck you, that don't mean you my girl. You know what though? I said this before. Like before I got married, and the last time I was actually single, I said like, yo, the next official relationship that I wanted, I said, you know what? I don't want to, and this is me as a grown man. I was like in my 20s. I said, I don't want to start the relationship off fucking all the time because that's what I do. I'm going to start the relationship off of us fucking all the time. Me going over there fucking. I didn't want to do that. I literally wanted to take it slow, fucking go out on dates, enjoy each other's company, and see where it goes. That's what I wanted to do.
I mean, and you did that in real shit. You did that because you was looking for something. You was looking to chill out. You was looking to chill out.
I was looking for a nice. At the time, I was looking for a nice, wholesome girl. Nice, wholesome girl to see see where it goes. Like, see how it goes if you do it like that.
I mean, I think as men, we all come at that crossroad. At my crossroad was, I know I was doing a couple of people dirty. I just went back, checked on my old relationships, see where I was fucking up at. Apologized to a couple of people where I was wrong. I didn't think I was wrong.
Right.
And people told me I was wrong, just to get them monkeys off my back, so I ain't revisiting that shit. You know what I mean? That's dead. That's good. And then, like I said, I did what you did. Like, all right, you know what? I started off cracking. Let me get to know this person. Then when I get to know them, incorporate the sex, take it slow, work it in. You know what I mean? Let them in my world a little bit. It's just a complicated thing. It ain't no Ain't no real way to. Nobody knows the sauce to keep a relationship to last until you die.
You just do what's best.
You do what's best.
Yeah, do what's best. I do. What you said was interesting though. Like you work in, you do get to know him first, and then you work in the sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just work it in. You think? I mean, because you gotta have it. I'm sorry, I'm a man. I gotta have it because if I don't, I'm gonna go looking for that shit somewhere else. Though.
So
I'm sorry.
Let me ask you. I'm gonna give you a scenario, and I'm making this up on the fly.
Right.
So you meet a girl. This is if you didn't have what you had, you were still looking. Let's say you fuck. Let's say while you were single, you fucked a lot of women, and it just didn't fulfill you. You got to a point where you're like, listen, the next girl I meet, I just want to take it slow and see where it goes. So you meet this next girl. Maybe you meet her at church, right? So you meet her at church. She's the see where I'm going. She's the bomb, beautiful, like just one of those women that's just like wow, beautiful without having to be naked.
Yeah.
Right? Just gorgeous. Fucking comes from a great family. And you genuinely want to get to know her. You meet her, y'all go out, and she says, listen, let me stop you right there. I really like you. I think you're great, but I do not want to have sex until I'm married. Could you hang in there? No. But she, and every other way, she the bomb. She like everything you like. Y'all just go together like this because you got to know her.
Man, I'm going to keep it J. Even if I became single again, I just know me. After a while, it's like, I can't do this shit no more. Like, I'll probably stop it. Like, look, you good people. I ain't the motherfucker you want to fuck with because maybe I can rock with this shit for like maybe 2 or 3 months. By the 4th month, listen, I know my inbox. 4 or 5, dog. I'm not gonna lie, dog.
But you are. But Pete, what I said though.
You start because you
already smashed a whole bunch of other chicks. Let's say you went on a 5-year when you old. Let's say you went on like a year or 2-year fucking just spree and just any way you wanted to do it, you could do it. But this one,
you should know me. I've been on sprees.
I know that. That's what makes it funny. But
I've been on sprees before, and I tried. I did a relationship where I waited the 3 months. After that, I was like, bro, you gotta get like I can't wait no longer. You gotta come off with something. Like you gotta come off some head or something. You gotta. I'm not doing this no more.
What, she gives you head?
She give me head and she blow me.
Can you wait?
I can wait a
year
off a head.
A year, and you feel her that much where you get engaged. Like what I'm saying is, can you wait that year?
Yo,
a year with head.
It's gonna be rough
and hand jobs.
Nah, I don't need that hand.
We're not heathens here.
That shit don't work. Your arm will get tired fucking with me. I'm just being real. You know, I know me better than you know me, so I
hope so.
Yeah, like chick, like you give me a hand job, I just do that shit myself. Let's just stick to the top. You know, chicks,
I'm just saying. All
chicks
right.
like to dry jerk you and shit. Don't pay attention to fucking.
Like the dry jerk.
Yeah, but it'll be rough, dog. It'll be rough, and I would have to explain to like, yo, once we start having sex. You ain't saying no to any request that comes.
You cannot say no. That comes with the ladies. If you see this, oh my bad. Oh yeah. If you see this, you also can't say no. What's up, guys? You also can't say no once y'all do start fucking. Like, you have to realize that. If you tell a man that he has to wait, right? Good job. If you tell a man that he has to wait, and he waits, you get to the point where y'all start fucking, whether you're engaged or married. You can't tell this nigga you don't feel like it, or I'm tired, or I got a headache. You gonna have to be a trooper. Because he waited.
You gonna, listen, my shit's stiff. You know what it is. Drop them drawers, bend over. It's a wrap. Like, you made me wait a year. I got a lot of frustration built up. And don't be mad at me after I waited this year, jumping that shit and bust off in the first 2 seconds. It's been a year. It's been a motherfucking year.
I'm definitely gonna bust, but I'm gonna come back. If it's been a year, I'm gonna jump back in.
Yeah, you gonna jump back. You might be hitting it with the soft sloppy, like just in there with the softy. Softy get right back to right again. Like, yeah, Like, exactly.
What
It's
the
been
fuck?
that long. Something get right back to right again. This second one's gonna take a lot longer than the first one did.
I really want to talk to somebody who waits. I want to talk to somebody who waits
it's
just to know
dudes,
what
but
they expect.
listen, Trey, here go the fucked up thing. I don't give a fuck.
Lay it on me.
It ain't my friend.
Lay it.
And I don't know this motherfucker really.
Okay.
But she was in a relationship. The chick was in a relationship where the dude had to wait a year.
Oh, what's her name?
I ain't saying the motherfucking name, but she got put the fuck out there with that.
She got put out?
Nah, she was out there. This nigga waiting and she out there getting Pound Town happened to her. Niggas sending back videos of the wife topping them off and all type of fucking them and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, sheesh, you waiting and she's out here getting smashed on. Like, what the fuck?
All right. Yeah, I gotta throw you in the trash if that's the case. If I wait and somebody else is smashing you,
he went through with this whole thing.
I gotta let you. You have to get as far away from me as you possibly can.
Listen. She don't watch this show. I ain't gonna say her name, but
no, I'm saying that. I was joking.
I'm not. But I just heard the story. I'm like, what? This nigga married her still?
Wait. Yeah. Explain this to me again. Go through it again, please.
Bro, he had to wait.
She told him he had to wait.
Stipulations, wait. They waiting. He's waiting. But there's videos surfacing of her getting smashed, getting sent in, or him going through her phone.
Videos?
Him going through her phone and finding videos of her getting smashed down. You know, niggas, and you know this a foul nigga that's hitting. Only a foul nigga record you. And he wound up continuing the relationship and wound up continuing marrying this person. I'm like, dog. You see a nigga just hitting, like when he's smashing on her, especially she and that motherfucker's crying.
She told you away?
Yeah. Can you imagine you fucking with a girl and you see her giving head, motherfucker got tears in her eyes and gagging and spit going everywhere, and nigga turns her around and just starts smashing on her, she crying out. Nigga, that would break your heart. You like, she don't even do none of that shit to me. I would throw the phone away, throw her away, throw the relationship away.
I don't care if it's old.
I don't give a fuck. It was 6 months ago. We could just start.
I don't care if it's old. You telling me I gotta wait? I don't.
Nah. Guess what?
That's crazy. Go to church then. For that, like, go to church, find you somebody who I'm good with all your. Nah, because I'm gonna want it then. It's like, all right, well, if that's what you, as long as you ain't doing it while me and you together. Was it while they was together?
Yes. Yes, dog. This is the lead up to the marriage.
Nah, I'd have kicked that motherfucker out. Matter of fact, I'd have fucked her. I'd have made it a big deal, fucked her, did her crazy dirty, and then like, get out. Get all your shit. Fuck out.
You had to do her dirty for like a week, dog.
I'm gonna do you crazy dirty. This is me. I'm one of them type of niggas. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do you dirty. I'm probably gonna try to fuck you in the ass. I'm gonna do crazy shit. Just to be like, I'm gonna just do you crazy.
Like, shut the fuck up.
And then get you to fuck it right. And then at the end of the week, yo, you stuck waiting for you by the curb.
You turn around.
Why?
You turn around to get some head after you fuck her, and you just slap with the still wet dick. Here. Yeah, you gagged on him.
Pull the tummy when you about to come shit if you want. Sure.
Gonna shoot out your
explosion.
Nose. Shoot out your nose like the Play-Doh character.
My bad. And only because you did me dirty, super dirty though.
See, you told me, tell me when you're about to come. I'm gonna grab you by the back of your head so you cannot get away.
Nope.
Just not.
Yep. Sorry.
Shoot up.
Or I'm gonna tell you. Never mind.
Shoot her face.
Yep. I'm gonna do you the dirtiest way I can possibly do you for doing me dirty.
You gonna go sit around and watch the porns where they just.
I'm gonna do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something. Like, we're gonna make this happen because you know how disrespectful it is for you to be like, yo, nah, you gotta wait, and then you fuck somebody while I'm waiting and we're engaged. Nah, I'm gonna do you ever the dirty.
Listen, I don't care. I hear these stories that are gonna come out on this podcast.
Ever the dirty.
I don't get the names out. You reveal yourself. That's on you.
You gonna tell me after the show because I'm very curious to know who that is.
I tell you.
And to tell that nigga, get the fuck out of there right now if you're there.
Listen, I don't know the homie.
Get out of there
the
now.
chick, and I knew what she was doing. That shit was grimy.
Get the fuck out of there. Because if she fucked niggas while y'all was engaged, she would fuck niggas while you married. I tell you that.
Bro, I tell you, like I said, I tell you the rest. That's the thing. That's why all that waiting shit. Like, I gotta be real. If I gotta be real, you want me to be in love with you, and
what if she's Amish?
Oof, man, right.
What if she's Amish and she just the thoroughest, she just a bomb in every other way?
You ever see Amish go into a relationship, or I mean, their religion, they get a period of time. Yeah. Guess what?
What? Chicken. What?
That's what's gonna just call with you and me.
Rumspringa.
Whatever that shit. Sorry, don't mean to disrespect. Whatever that shit is, y'all gotta be on. You on that shit with me.
You on that shit?
While we together, we doing that shit. And when you go back to being in religion, I mean, take your religion serious. I'll take it serious with you. But them, what they get like a couple of months.
Hold on, I'm about to look it up.
I think they get like a couple of weeks or some shit like that.
Rumspringa. Okay.
I mean,
Pennsylvania German pronunciation. Oh, I can't say that. Also spelled. Okay.
Get all that shit.
Is a rite of passage during adolescence. Translated English, jumping or hopping around used in some Amish communities. That didn't tell me shit.
Now, how long do they got to be out there wilding? That period you got to wild the fuck out?
Around 2 years, it says. Around 2 years.
All right, cool.
But each community has its own rules. But it says, let me read this one because this is better.
Go ahead.
Each community has its own rules regarding Rumspringa. But it usually lasts for around 2 years. During this time, the adolescent is allowed to live outside the community without Amish restrictions. After that time is up, he or she must return to the community and make a decision. So you can stay in sin. Or really it's about technology. It's not about just about sex. It's about technology.
You're going to be staying in sin with me when you go back to your... Yeah, that's what you want to do. I don't know. I don't think Amish... I never seen an Amish chick, white chick. They're usually white. I never seen them with a
black. There's black Amish.
I never seen.
Let's check.
I never seen a black Amish with a white dude. I mean, a black dude. I never seen a white Amish chick with a black guy.
Imagine what they would do if they no, I'm saying if you actually get to
Jebediah.
If you get to a motherfucker.
Jebediah, your sister, someone.
I used to think about that shit, bro. I used to think about like, yo, come across a motherfucker who ain't never experienced that before, and you just give her the dick of her life.
Why would you ruin her life for it?
That's the foul. Like while she's on the Rumspringa, you just fucking destroy her.
Why would you do that?
Just to, she gets to have fun. Don't get her pregnant.
Nah.
You're fucked.
Yeah,
well, no, it's during adolescence. When is adolescence?
Adolescence.
Teenagers. 16
to 8. I guess it's 18. I guess it's like 16 to 18 since 2 years.
We wouldn't be doing that anyway.
Nah, I don't play with nobody kids. I don't fuck with nobody kids. I got girls, little girls of my own. I don't do that goofy shit.
Black Amish, bro.
But I'm saying
Black Amish.
That nigga's a movie star.
He probably is.
Yeah. But back what you saying, dog, about the love and the whole lust thing. You saying waiting and all that shit. Because it is rules, people. Some women get that. Some women do so much lust trying to find a relationship, then they want finding a real dude, and they hit him with stipulations. With old goofy ass. Stop reading them fucking Steve Harvey books. I always get on Steve Harvey. He ain't gonna like me. I don't give a fuck. Why? Because he made a book about your women's gotta wait three months.
I don't think the thought was wrong though, bro.
Yeah, that was a right thought, man. But don't shit on.
All right.
Let me put this disclaimer out.
Please do.
This is disclaimer.
Please do.
Men.
It's
cool to be a righteous guy, but like Dre said earlier, don't shit on the other men because I'm pretty sure you motherfucking pieces of shit did the same thing we did. Don't shit on the other men to make yourself look good. When I'm on my podcast, I tell motherfuckers I'm a fucked up individual and I did fucked up shit and I'm trying to change my life. When I give advice to them, that's because I did the fucked up shit.
All right.
So I'm just giving them advice from a fucked up person point of view.
Okay.
I hit you with the disclaimer. Yeah, I did that foul shit to a chick. That's not right, but I did it. Stop coming off holier than fucking thou. I always made my women wait 3 months before I fucked them. Yeah, bullshit.
in the net sentences before I fucked them, it makes it so much more funny.
Go ahead,
because that's not gentlemanly.
Go ahead.
I think the thought behind that is correct. I do think if you're a woman, right? Because we all think about our situations. Like I was lucky enough to find somebody that I wanted to, you know what I mean? But we had our issues. We broke up here and there. There was things.
Yeah.
So like you go through some shit. But regardless, I think if you're a person, because I want to say woman, but I'm gonna say person, and you done tried and tried this way, where you giving a nigga some pussy, you know, from the gate, or like you don't have no qualms about giving pussy or nothing like that. And you're a man, you done had sex with the women, pretty much like this, like clockwork, and it just doesn't work. I think that you can implement something like this. You don't have to tell a person, nah, you gotta wait 3 months. I just think you can just do it naturally. Yeah. Like, don't actually give the person just do it naturally. And you can tell a person, it's okay to tell a person, like, you know what? When a person says, because I know me, all right, yo, we about to go back to the crib. Like, that's what it is for me. You can say, I don't think I feel comfortable to do that yet. And if he respects you, he gonna say, that's fine. We can go somewhere else. We can have some fun. That don't mean he ain't gonna fuck nobody else later. And that don't mean he likes you less. That just means if both of y'all single, well, he got it. And it sounds terrible, ladies. I'm sorry. And not all men are like this. But that might mean he just had to get some shit out of his system. He might like you a lot. Yeah. But he got to get some shit out of his system. Either that or he go home and jerk off. Maybe he don't want to do that.
I ain't jerking off.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he don't want to do that.
I ain't the type of guy. If you meet a guy like me, I ain't the type of guy going home and jerk off.
Yeah, you are.
I jerk off if I can't get none.
You got a sex egg.
But listen, I ain't got no right. Like I said in previous episodes, there are two types of lie in the world. The person who said they never masturbate, and the person who said they never masturbate again. Those are the guys in the world.
Correct.
Yeah. But listen, I can respect a chick that said they want to wait. I can respect that. But and me respecting, I'm probably gonna be cracking a few other joints. Probably some people I don't care about, but I just got
right. And that don't mean that we don't like you less.
But when you say, "Hey, you're ready to seriously chill out with me," them chicks that I'm cracking, their world gonna come to an end because I'm gonna say, "Yeah, I'm done with you. Got a girl right now, I'm about to settle down with. I'm serious with. We've been talking for a minute. Yeah, I'm probably delete you from all my social media shit."
I think we all had that before. Like,
yeah, we all been there. Yeah. Listen,
you got a girl that you really like. She might not be as accessible, but this other girl, she letting you fuck any way you want.
Yeah, they doing the lust thing in hopes that it'll turn into love, and those be the ones after a while they say, all right, I got, that's what happens. I think most of them girls that chill out or say they want to wait is because they had dudes that they was letting just do anything to them, cracking anyway. And now they're like, oh man, I've been letting these guys just take advantage of me, let me chill out, let me look for something different, let me do it a different way.
Right.
That's another show I want to do. Don't stop being, don't stop being having your hopeful ways, because you think we're about to have a relationship. Now keep being that same who
keep being a hoe
that you've been. Fuck me like you're not getting dick tomorrow.
Listen, bro. I think human beings are complicated. But I missed the point that I was trying to say earlier. I missed the point, so I'm gonna circle back around.
Go ahead.
I think when it comes to trying to be successful at anything, including relationships, if you've been trying the same things and it hasn't been getting you where you want to go, you adjust.
Yeah.
So that's why I say having the rule, even if it's 6 months, having the rule is not a problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I respect that too. If I ran across a woman that said, "Hey, I don't feel comfortable coming over your house yet," if anything, I'm gonna respect that. But I will spend my time, if I'm a dog, I will spend my time trying to break that rule. Yeah. Trying to get you to break that rule. That's one thing I will do. And that's something you gotta recognize too. If somebody's trying to break a rule, constantly trying to pressure you into fucking, you gotta know when to cut it off and keep it pushing too.
Yeah. Don't try to, and that's another thing, females. Don't try, if we're a peg shape, a round peg shape, Do not try to force that into a triangle mode. Don't try to force that circle into a triangle. You don't change us men. I say that 1,000. You don't change us. We change ourselves when we're ready to change. Y'all don't change us.
Aisha says
Please.
why?
Why we don't change?
I think that's what she's asking why for. Why what? Please, if you could put it in there, because we would love to answer that question.
Yeah, why we don't
to the best of our ability.
Why we don't? If she's asking why we don't change and why we change, we don't because that's us. We're meant. We don't change for no woman. We never will because we're just so. Man, I wouldn't say cocky, but it's just like, yo, if I'm not feeling you, I'm not changing for you. Let's make that understandable. You're not. You're not. I don't care what man you are. You're not. You will see this girl now. The girl has a rule that she has a 3 months rule, and you're feeling her.
Okay.
You will adjust because you're feeling her. But if you just want to get that ass, all right, I'm gonna follow this bullshit rule. But as soon as I crack this motherfucker ass, I'm out. Ain't dealing with this goofy shit. I think it's gonna keep getting goofier.
I think it's two things that I always said. There's two things that cause change in a person, not just a man.
Yeah.
That's either a life event,
yeah,
death, just something that causes you to feel, for you to really see. Why would you continue to break a woman's rule?
Because go ahead, Trey.
It's something that. It is something that I think Steve Harvey, we're getting this from there, but we, went on to the topic. It's something that if I'm a dog, and that's if I'm a dog, if somebody's not on the same mental level as you, you know what I'm saying, and you give him that rule, he might tell you, great, but every time y'all get together, he gonna try to get you back to his crib because it does become a game. It's something that you think like, I'm gonna get her to break this rule.
It's not, but it's not. You don't necessarily.
It's ego.
It's ego. You don't necessarily got to be a dog. We're hunters by nature.
We are hunters by nature. Yes.
And we're aggressive. You thinking you know what? I know I can get to break this rule. I'm hunting. This is what I want. You're gonna give it to me. I'm gonna lead you to the trap, and I'm gonna catch you in my trap in your mind. I caught my prey.
All right, creepo.
That's facts, though.
All right.
That's a fact. Come on, bro.
No, I know that.
Yeah, be real.
That is absolutely true.
When I was younger, I wish you would give me a rule. All right, that rule's bullshit. That's the first thing that you hit with the rule. First thing that come to my mind when I was young, boy, that rule's bullshit. She just on some goofy shit. She's just on some higher than thou shit. She ain't really like that. And that's what you think. She's not really like that.
It's not that that's what I think. Like I've been with women who long time ago. I've been with women who like try not to give it to you, right? Like maybe they've done too much in the past, or maybe they just on that. Maybe they don't do that at all. It becomes not a game per se, but it becomes like I'm gonna get you to give it to me because it's ego. You're sitting there saying like, nah, it's me.
Yeah,
it's me. It sounds terrible, but this is the truth. It's me. All women, every woman I get with, I have sex with, and they love it, and I love it. Every woman I get with, it's me. I'm going to make you want to do that to me. All I'm going to do, even if I got to play the gentleman role, even if I got to play the asshole role, or even if I got to just make you feel comfortable enough to want to come back to my house, that's when the slick shit happen.
Yeah, because
and women do the same fucking thing. Just to let you know, women do the same exact thing. Let me see. Let's get some good topics on my podcast. Please tell us what your podcast is. Please put it in the comments. Please put your podcast in the comments, please.
And we would like to, if we ever do a podcast joint venture, we would love to do that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
absolutely,
like you were just saying, like it's a game to us, and we wolves. We're hunted with wolves. You ever heard y'all? And we look at women as the sheep. We'll put on whatever thing we look like to blend in like the sheep with y'all to get our prey.
Okay.
We got, like you said, the gentleman role. You got to play the asshole. You got to play the hard to get. You got to play the I really don't care. Whatever. The nonchalant bullshit.
Right.
Whatever. And as soon as you slip up and you give it to me, and I get it, I'll be like, look. Got it. I told you. I knew it was that easy. You know what I mean?
Hey, everybody who's listening, we got Aisha, and if y'all want to check Aisha Reveals, she got a podcast, and honestly, I hope we can, maybe we could come together on this. Like, maybe we can, like
yeah.
I am or something like that.
DM or I am you, whatever we got to do. But yeah,
that'd be interesting. Oh, she got two. Check you out.
Well, we kind of do two shows. Yeah.
Aisha Freaky Friday. I don't like that.
Nah,
I don't like that.
That's my shit. Yeah, that's us. That's up our alley right there.
Aisha's Freaky Friday. All right. Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, well, we're gonna link with you after this show.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like we gonna play whatever role once you slip up and give it to us. I said you'll say in your back of your mind, I knew I could get that.
Okay.
And then you might like her, or 9 times into you might look at her different. Like, see, this motherfucker was about some bullshit, man.
Wow.
Man, come on, Dre. Like, I don't.
Absolutely. Thank you. Man. Thank you for listening too, by the way.
Yeah. I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't like lying to women. Like I said, I wasn't no perfect man. Like, I tried to do my best as a father, but I can't say I was a perfect dude when it came to relationships.
Yeah, you're a terrible person.
Yeah, I am. I'm changing now because who I'm with. I love my girl, so I changed now. But dog, the temptation for men is always out there. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm some perfect. Oh yeah, you gotta listen to me. Nah, listen, I'm giving you the fucked up shit, so you can look for it. I'm just gonna tell you my fucked up shit I did, and hopefully you'll see that shit in another person. Like, oh damn, that foul nigga did that shit. Let me cut this motherfucker off. Got no comment. Yeah, so that's all, man. It just.
Please can you read? I'm sorry, I'll read slow.
When a woman plays the same role, we are looked at as whores.
No, I'm gonna say this in my opinion. I'll let you get your shit too. In my opinion, I think that because I've been in a position where I'm a little laid back, where I'm a little like nah, I ain't gonna try to be aggressive, and then the woman's aggressive, and if she's aggressive, I mean it's kind of a turn on, to be quite honest. But my thing is, if we all grown now, we all grown.
21, yeah, younger, you looking at her like a whore now.
Yeah, when you was no,
tell the truth.
It depends. When I was younger, if the lust is there, nigga, you gonna brainwash me with the vagina. That's just me though.
I'm just saying that she did the same. Like, oh, I'm just want some dicks type shit. You would look at her like, damn, she out there.
Because I've seen that. I've seen it when I got older, and I said,
would you wife a joint when you was younger, in your younger years, that you knew was out there fucking everybody?
No.
See,
that's me. That's me, huh?
Why not? Like I said, I wifed, not comfortable saying she was a good person until she started getting crazy. Listen. I wifed a stripper. And I thought that was like the lowest level shit. And they're actually good fucking people. I didn't care. I'm saying to myself, I used to say something back in my head like, damn, everybody seen this naked. They're like, shit, but I'm seeing it naked now, so cool.
How old were you?
27.
You were grown. That's my point. When you're grown, you see things differently, and that's what I said. You don't. It's like the past is the past, and you might be what do you call it? Curious about the past.
When you start asking questions.
You might be curious about the past. If she fucked a lot of guys, it's like I can't be mad at that because that was before me.
Okay, Dre.
But if a lot of those guys are my friends. We can't, none of that.
That's a deal breaker. But okay, listen. Yeah,
we all had a whole moment in life. Men and women alike.
Yeah, I'm saying. Men and women alike. But you start asking certain questions, you be sitting there like, what? You say, yeah, I had a threesome before. She was like, yeah, me too. But she said,
was it another woman?
Yeah. Was it another
she said no.
No. Oh, damn. Then you look like, yo, that wasn't a threesome. That was a train.
They ran down on you. That's true.
Now you sitting in that room like, damn, know these niggas that ran down there? Am I going to bump into these niggas when I'm out with her?
Let me ask you.
What's up?
If you your girl, not your girl, but like if you ever had a girl that says she got ran down, you had that conversation. She said, yeah, I let 2 men have sex with me at the same time.
Bro.
Would you then say, all right, well, this is over, or would you be able to deal with it?
Man,
that's a good fucking question.
It depends on how much time I got invested or how much I really care about this motherfucker because, boy, at the beginning she said that, fucking dirty motherfucker. And they be like, but I bet you thought wrong. You should have waited 3 more years to tell me this shit.
It could be. What if it's 20 years later? What if you in a 20-year relationship and she hit you with that?
Then I ain't nothing I can say.
I'm just mad at you for
you just pissed for a couple of months.
I'm mad at you for months.
And then you like, you know what? You want to make this shit better? You better go get us another chick.
Better go get us a.
Just lying, just to throw that threesome that you try to get that.
Nigga, you better get 2. You better get 2 women.
You better come bring them back. That's all I say. But it's all time. It's all time based. Like you can talk to some girl. I talked to girls that had like, man, they had a past. God damn, bitch. All right. Don't fake nothing on me now. Just keep it real. You know, the shit ain't good. Just let a nigga know. Tell me what I can do better.
You know what I think? In all honesty, I think we all want honesty.
Yeah, that's it.
We all want honesty. So like, if you had a whole pass, which like I said, all of us have.
Yeah.
Like Aisha said, all of us have. If you had a whole pass, just be honest. You don't have to detail everything, but just be honest.
Listen,
that's all.
The one I was with, like I said, the one who was a stripper, she was honest with her past, and I was cool with it. I can deal with it mentally. I'm like, I ain't give a fuck. Like, you know, everything's cool, we cool. It didn't affect me because I was like, all right, I did some foul shit too. I know I did some foul shit. I'm like, tell them I foul shit. We laugh about it. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, I did. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain shit you start hearing as a man, like, all right, motherfucker. Like, all right, motherfucker. Keep some of that shit to yourself. Like, you leave that shit where I ain't asked that motherfucking question. I asked you something else. Why are you telling me this? Leave that shit where the fuck.
That's a good topic, by the way.
Leave that shit where the fuck is
What
at.
should you leave out of your sexual history? We're not going to get into it now.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into it now.
Maybe.
But I want to have a conversation about what do you leave out of your sexual history.
Yeah, let's do that on quarantine conversation. Nah,
that's a full podcast. We're going to do a full podcast about that.
Cool.
That's very interesting.
Down so we don't forget. That's next week's show. We do that. There you go. Dre got his diary.
All right, so you laugh. Nigga.
Funny diary.
First of all, this is not a diary. This is the book that I keep with all of our ideas. It's a new book actually because I wanted something that. So it's about the podcast.
It's the book of Eli.
It's the podcast ideas, and it's actually pretty empty right now because I just got it. But I did, however, pick up a journal, and I do keep a journal now.
Yeah.
Well, let me see what Aisha's saying. If you're ashamed of what you did, you shouldn't do.
Listen,
you
shouldn't be ashamed. No, nah. Listen.
Ooh, that's a scary sight.
Right, but you can't tell everybody everything. There's some people mental capacity, and you might film this motherfucker, and you tell him, and they be like, he dips out. You can't be mad at him.
I need to hear this. I've always said that. I've always said that. I said, give me a chance. Give me a chance. A good point, though, Aisha. Give me a chance to react. Give me a chance to process it. No, here's the thing. What I mean is this. Let's say your girl cheated on you. Not your girl, but let's say a girl cheated on you or your man cheated on you. If you hold that shit in, right, and it's 2 years later.
You take a shot to kill for this one.
You think that this nigga gonna hear it and be like, oh man, but you know, it's okay. I'm going to be way more mad if you tell me 2 years later.
Yeah, okay.
You know why? Because I done moved you in. I done moved you into my house. I done introduced you around town or whatever. You know what I mean? I done brought you around and we done really built a life together and you fucked a nigga, like I'm just making up a situation. Or you fucked a nigga in my bed. No, you should have been kicked. You should have been kicked the fuck out.
You gotta die.
You understand? Let me process that because now I'm gonna pull it up. So let me process that because now after that, if we get back together, we're getting back together with me understanding. Okay, that happened. I'm okay with it. We move past it.
Bro, listen.
That's what I say.
She says she's a journal. Let me hit you with something.
Comments, my inbox.
Women always say, tell me the truth, I won't get mad. And then you go ahead and tell them the truth, and that's your story of how you met Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They know. That's how you met Jesus. Let me tell you the story how I met Jesus. My girl said, tell me the truth. I did. And next thing I know, I met Jesus because I told her the truth.
Listen,
you know, people they say they want to hear that shit.
They do.
They don't. I don't.
Bro, all right. So hold on.
You will be crying.
Hold on, right?
Because this is the thing what men do when they find out their girl cheated or their girl fucked another nigga. So then the very next question is, you cheated on me? Yeah. Is his dick bigger than mine?
I mean,
and she said, well,
yeah.
And she don't answer that shit. No.
It's ego. It is ego.
She says,
So, all right, here's the thing.
You be crying.
I'm going to give you a crazy scenario.
Give me a scenario.
I'm going to give you a regular scenario.
No,
right?
give me the crazy one, because I love this.
It's both. So this is all for instance. So say your girl cheats on you. She don't tell you. Right? But the nigga that she cheated on you with, maybe your boy know him, or maybe like other people know him, right? And so, what I'm trying to say is somehow it gets back to you. That's the key. If it gets back to you, and then you have to go searching for the truth, and then you find out the truth, it's way worse. When she could have just, my thing is, if you break down and you tell me, and you feel bad about it, we might break up for a little bit. But if I get back with you, understanding all that happened. Like, all right, I accept it.
The difference between her telling you and you finding out from other people, here's the difference. The difference from her telling you is y'all can be friends at the end of that relationship. You finding out from other people, it's a good chance he might bury you, or y'all never speak again in the history of human history. Y'all will never talk again. That is my difference.
All right, say it again.
My difference is, if you tell me, we might be friends after this. I'm not fucking with you no more. If I gotta find out from other people, I might kill you. And if I can't kill you, bitch, don't you look at me. You see me, you walk past me with your head down. We don't talk, we don't speak. Don't get in my fucking face.
I think you're right. Yeah, that is true.
That's the only difference. Like, you salvage. You tell them you're salvaging at least a friendship, baby. Maybe a relationship, but at least a friendship.
I think you can definitely. I think that's more of a realistic way to look at it. Like, if you tell me that you cheated, we can be friends after this. Like, we could be cool. Like later, but we could be cool. If somebody got to tell me, or if you get caught, then at that point, it's like, now it's gonna get ugly. I'm gonna throw all your shit out. Am I wrong? All right, let's say this. Let's say she gets straight up caught. Meaning, maybe I'm not wishing this on you. Let's say a random person. I'm working at my job and I wind up walking in randomly on a dude fucking their girl, and I tell you, like, I got proof. Like, yo, I took a picture. She was coming out with no clothes on. At that point, when I tell you that and I send you that picture, you're grabbing her shit and throwing it all the way out and saying, you grabbing it, dog, you doing all the fucking vindictive shit you could possibly do.
I'm grabbing funeral arrangements. That's what I'm grabbing.
But that's what I'm trying to say. It's ugly.
Their family gonna get text messages from, why is this nigga texting me K's funeral home?
Wishing your last respect. I'm wishing your last respect. Yeah. This motherfucker about to be dead.
Go call and tell her you love her. I'm just saying.
It's when you get older, it's different.
It is, bro. But like I said, finding out from other people or find out from other people is not a salvageable relationship. You find it out from her, at least y'all might be cool. Y'all can laugh about it. Later
you can't laugh about it. Get out. Still get out, but maybe we can be cool.
I'll laugh about that shit later down the line. And if she winds up with this nigga and we still talking as cool, I'm gonna fuck you to get back at him.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I
gotta get my revenge.
Any nigga that fuck you, or any woman that fuck you knowing that you got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, is not the one that's gonna stick around.
No.
Some of them do. Don't get it twisted. It's not like non-existent, but that person doesn't have like, if he knows or she knows that you have somebody and does it, they're not the greatest of people.
And also, the relationship is that the love in that relationship is not real. Wow, look at that.
What? Oh.
Look at that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see.
If your girl slept with a ninja in your bed, that will be another episode on the next. Yeah,
she didn't say that.
It'll be an episode.
A ninja.
She said ninja.
If your girl tell you that she slept, oh shit, my bad.
Slept with a ninja in your bed. That will be another episode on the next 48. Yep.
Yes.
Yes, us women we say we want the truth. As soon as we hear something we don't want to know, we mad because you told us the truth. I'm mad because you told me the truth. That's right.
Oh shit.
See, been through this. They be so damn. You right. We be so damn few.
Oh, thank you very much. Yo, she said me in the episode the next or the first 48. You're damn right.
Yo, like,
thank you very much.
yeah, we gonna check this shit
Oh
out.
my god.
Yo, that's facts though. No, bro. If I came in and my girl getting smashed out on the couch, I'm probably walking past the whole situation.
Have you seen that? There's a video. There's a video of a dude that walks into his house and they naked on his couch.
Thank you, Jennifer. I'm going to get the lawyers. Fuck all that. I'm walking to wherever my gun is.
I know we all.
I'm walking to wherever the fuck my gun is. Yo, she better be telling you get the fuck out. Is he mad? Nigga, when I come back.
There's 2 videos of that too. There's one where the guy walks in the front door and then there's one where the girls start arguing back with him and shit. Here's the thing. If you live with me, or especially if we married. No, I know. I couldn't read fast.
I'm trying to get rid of that word to my damn son, but
I couldn't read fast. If I see you in my crib, first of all, I know who I am, and I'm one of those guys. I'm not quick to anger. I'm not quick to anger. I'm not quick to no damn anger.
Go ahead. Keep telling me.
I'm not quick to anger. I'm very nice. All the anger that I suppress. If I walk in, I'm going to see red. You know how they say crimes of passion?
Yeah.
I know that will be me. I will black the fuck out. You might die, and I'm actually not joking. The dude, get out. Don't try to fight me, dog. You smashing my girl out, and I don't know you.
Nope.
Just get out.
No.
Just get out.
No, everybody gotta stay.
What I'm saying is he needs to run because I'm going to catch both of y'all and you might not make it out of there.
Nah, ain't nobody.
You might not make it out of there.
Listen, ain't nobody. I'll be sitting on the step waiting for the cops.
Waiting for the police.
Waiting for the police.
What happened here, sir? Caught a cheating. In the act.
Okay, dick still in her.
Them niggas gonna put that, what's that shit called? What's that solar blanket that they put on you? They gonna put that solar blanket on you? Come on, sir, it's okay. They gonna be consoling me. But I just killed both of y'all motherfuckers.
Listen, they in there. I tell you everything you want to know.
Yep.
Give myself.
They still up there.
That's what I'm saying. No. Listen, man. Listen.
Yo, if this shit ever happen, we gonna be fucked because it's all evidence.
I don't give a fuck.
It's all evidence.
I told my girl, you cheat on me, you want to. I'm not saying nothing. Everybody know how I don't say nothing to anybody I got beef with them. Oh, okay. I'll be right back. I only said I'll be right back. I said, okay. Walk right out. I come back. Yo, you better leave. This nigga come back.
But that's what I'm saying. If she's smart, she's saying, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Soon as you walk away, if she's smart, she like, all right, look, I ain't got no clothes on. Let's fucking hit the car and get the fuck out of here as fast as we can. This nigga's not coming back to talk.
That's the thing, man, and that's the lust is.
Yes, dick still in her.
Dick still in her. Getting killed with dick still in her house. But can't find them both hunched over.
You know why? Because it's the truth. It's like I think even in caveman days, if Ugg came in and found his wife in the cave with some other dude, he gonna go get a rock and he gonna bash brains in because that's. Listen, I think the same with women. Like the women gonna go crazy too. They found him with a girl in the bed because it's like that's the house that y'all built together, right?
Yeah.
It's like I'm at work and you doing this.
Go fucking a motel.
Right. Do me the courtesy of fucking in a motel.
Yeah.
And away from here.
Exactly.
If I catch you in my house, you ain't leaving.
Exactly. Go fucking a motel, and if you're cheating, like let my bills mysteriously get paid. Use this nigga for something.
Something.
Like, God, oh shit, the cable paid? Yeah, babe, I took care of it. Like, but you ain't have no money.
You the best.
You ain't have no money. Oh, I got it.
You the best.
Oh shit, that's what's up.
It's one of those things, man. It's one of the age-old things that we've all heard of somebody who knows somebody who caught their wife cheating and it went horribly wrong.
I told this story.
It's not okay.
Nigga, his girl left him and went to the next room and started smashing the nigga.
Say it again?
His girl broke up with him. and went to go fuck his roommate.
Yeah, you did tell me that. You told us that. Okay.
Yo, ain't nobody. I won't have no more roommates. Because the house will be burnt down.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I park my car right up against the door. I know I'm going to jail. Barricade the back door and set that motherfucker on fire.
So my thing is, all right, in that situation, we off topic, but we just having fun. In that situation, if you with a girl and then y'all break up, she goes to the next room and fucks your roommate. At that point, I can't punch the girl because I don't hit women. I'm beating that nigga. I'm beating me and you. You ain't getting that nut off. I'm gonna box you. I'm gonna beat you the fuck up.
You gonna beat your roommate up?
Yes.
You might as well just go in and join the party. Yeah, that's it.
I don't like having sex with men in the room. What I'm gonna do, nah, bro, because that's disrespect. You, if anything, I don't give a fuck if we just roommates. You tell her to get the fuck out. Nah, I don't do nothing like that. Unless I say, go ahead, bro, go ahead, fuck her.
Yo, I don't do nothing like that. You a trifling bitch. Come back at 6. You know what I mean? This nigga ain't shit. I'll leave the back door unlocked. And I can't believe you asked me that bullshit. Bring the condoms.
I definitely pass her a note like, man, you know, I don't even do nothing like that with this. You know what I mean? No, but seriously though, I'll beat that nigga the fuck up.
Yeah,
just because it's disrespectful at that point.
That's what I was saying. Men have egos. We have egos and shit like
it's
that.
All ego driven.
It's all ego driven with us, man. Everything we do is ego driven with us, man.
It's all ego driven. But
yeah,
that's all of us, man. That's why it's more men going crazy like that too. Like if they catch their wife doing or a girl doing some shit like that, it's more men that go crazy and do shit like kill or something like that. Because it's their ego. The ego can't take it. Like, oh my gosh, like in my house, in my this, a woman will go crazy, but she ain't gonna kill. Never mind.
No, they killed niggas.
Yeah, they did.
They caught niggas. I seen chicks that open the door, see a nigga fucking, close his door quietly, go back, get a knife.
Yeah, it's never a gun. Women get ugly. They get ugly.
Now you on the upstroke and you feel, what the fuck?
Ain't know what the fuck, nigga.
2 hits to the back.
You freeze. That bitch controlling you with that motherfucking knife. She moving it all around.
You just hit you 4 times. The girl screaming because you leaking blood everywhere. Oh, she's coming for the kill.
Yeah, she gonna stab you. I heard a terrible story like that, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Go ahead, tell it.
Well, no, it's a terrible story. Like I remember when I was getting baptized, like you had to take classes at the church. You had to take classes at the church, and the dude started telling a story, and it was an interesting ass story. I was like, damn, he talking about how, he showed us pictures and everything. He said, yeah, well, at the end of the story, he said the dude stabbed her to death and then killed himself and did some of that, and they was missing for X amount of days or some shit. And then he was like, yeah, well, that was my son. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh shit.
I was like, God damn, like.
Oh, the son was cheating with another.
It was something crazy, but he stabbed her or something like that. Or no, like I think the boyfriend killed them both. Yeah. It was a very sad story. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. I'm trying to get baptized though. Like I don't want to hear none of that.
So that the moral to the story is, don't be fucking in nobody's house unless you prepare to die.
That lust ain't worth it. There you go.
That lust
tagline. That lust ain't worth it.
Exactly, man.
Because he will kill you.
Ready to wrap this up, though?
We can wrap this up.
All right. Again,
thank you, Aisha.
Thank you, Aisha.
Absolutely.
For everybody in the that's watching this podcast, the 3 in attendance, you can find our shit on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you stream podcasts at. And if you like it, send us a like, subscribe. Just
show us some love.
Show us some love. And again, thank us to Aisha. I'm guessing Dre's putting her podcast back up.
Yep. She has 2. Aisha Reveals. And the second one, well, I'm going to check this one out too. Aisha's Freaky Friday.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we got to get on there. We do quarantine conversations. We're not doing nothing. Listen, we go on there and have a great time on there and bust it up. But yeah, man, we just want to say thank you to everybody who checked this out, man. Make sure to subscribe, like, whatever. If you enjoy the podcast, let us know.
Absolutely. And also, anybody listening on I gotta know how to pronounce this shit. Guyana is Gaana, isn't it?
Yeah. We're doing big numbers out there in India. We are.
Shout out to my Indian people.
we're blowing up in India. You know, we appreciate the love out there.
Absolutely.
Like that. What's that right there? Oh, that's Aisha sent her link. Oh, she just started it. Hey, listen, man.
Okay.
If you're doing that this Friday, we would love to be your first guest on there. Whatever you come up and talk about, we'd be willing to talk about it. You know,
I'll slide in on that one.
Yeah, we had a couple of podcasts, bad, you know, good episodes. He had the art of masturbation. That was one of our episodes. Dre told his masturbation stories. We had a Sex Island.
Sex Island's pretty good.
The do's and don'ts
We'll redo that.
Do's and don'ts in the bedroom.
Do's and don'ts in the bedroom. Waste of a shave.
Waste of a shave. What else we did? What's the one when the girl was telling her she hit her dude with the strap on? She fucked him with the strap on.
That was Lisa. Was it Lisa?
Yeah, Lisa talking about her ex that she hit him with the strap on.
What is that called? The Cadillac of strap-ons.
The Cadillac of strap-ons. Yeah, she fucked her boyfriend. He didn't like the small. He didn't like the medium. He said, get straight to the large.
We in New Jersey.
We're in Jersey.
We in New Jersey. South Jersey.
Listen, this the program we're using, the StreamYard. I don't know what you use to stream your podcast. I mean, we can come to the studio or you can send us a link if you use StreamYard or anything like that. Hey, StreamYard. Yo, send us a sponsorship.
Please.
We would shout y'all out, but we do StreamYard, or you can send us a link and we jump on. You know, we set up. We in Jersey.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess that's it. And we were your hosts.
Dash.
I'm Big Dre. Kev's on vacation, but we'll check you guys this Friday, either on Quarantine Conversations.
Quarantine Conversation on Freaky Friday with Aisha.
Freaky Fridays with Aisha.
Listen, we're going to do something. We're going to inbox her when we get off of here.
All righty. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Peace.